inshallah, you should be ready, as I mentioned, before the end of this course. So, as I mentioned in my orientation session last week, this course includes 12 units, 11 units, including 3 main themes, or covering 3 main themes. And the last unit is exam preparation. Okay? And as we agreed, we should complete 1 unit per week. 1 unit per week. So our study is based on what? You should know what are the main objectives in each unit. Why you should study this unit? Why? Is it reading focus, listening focus, writing focus, and so on? Okay, so let's start with unit 1 here. Just to remind you, and quickly here, here the contents of your course. Theme 1, identity and culture. Identity and culture. It covers 3 units. Okay, today you should start unit 1, all about me. All about me. So what should you learn in this unit? Okay, this is unit 1. You can open your book, inshallah. By the start of next session, you should have printed your book to use it during the lesson. All about me. This is the title. I need a volunteer. Please read the main objectives of unit 1. What should you learn in this unit? R1 stands for reading. W stands for writing. L for listening, and S for speaking. Right? So as you can see, we have 4 main objectives. What about the reading objectives? Khalid, can you read it, please?
Identify and select relevant detail, key points, and ideas.
Right. This is reading objectives. So the main focus of reading practice in the unit 1, you should be ready to choose the relevant ideas, and of course practice the skimming and the scanning strategies, as you will see. What about writing objective? What should you study? What should you learn in writing? Write short texts to convey meaning and exchange information. Right? What about listening? Identify key details from a range of short and longer texts. And for speaking, communicate clearly using speech appropriate to situation and audience. Okay, so here, what about family? Okay, what about family? Let me stop sharing this. And I need you, please give me here family relationships. Family relationships. Try to give me family relationships. Like what? Family relationships.
Like the relationship between the parents, the mother and father.
The relationship between what?
The parents, mother and father.
Okay, so you can say here parents. Yes, parents. Parents here, I mean father, mother. Father, mother. Yes, what else?
The siblings.
Again, please.
between siblings.
Siblings. Okay, good word, Khalid. Thank you. Here, siblings. Siblings here mean sisters and brothers. Yes, we call them siblings. Okay, what else?
The relatives.
Yes, relatives. Like what? Can you give me more examples for relatives?
Yes, like my cousin or my aunt.
Perfect. So cousin, and yes, what else?
My uncle,
Exactly, your uncle,
my nephew,
nephew. Perfect. Here, nephew. What else? Mhm. Yes, what?
grandparents,
Perfect, Khalid. Grandparents. Grandparents. What else? Mhm. Hmm. What else يا شباب؟ Think about male and the female. Maybe male, like father, uncle, okay, son, brother, and think about the female members like what? Aunt, sister, mother, grandmother, you know, granddaughter, for example. Yes, we have a long list of family relationships. What else?
daughter,
Daughter, yes, daughter. Okay. Also, you can say granddaughter. Okay, daughter and the granddaughter. Like son, grandson. So you can say son. What else? Mhm. Yes. Any new words? Family relationships. Mhm. What does it mean, niece? We have nephew and the niece. What is the difference? Nephew and the niece.
Niece is for the girl, but niece is for you.
So niece, a girl, nephew, a boy. Niece is your brother's daughter or sister's daughter. For example, when your brother gets married and has children, so his children, what is the relation between you and your brother, the children? They are niece. Okay, the girl is only. If he has a son, he's called nephew. Okay, is it clear for you? As you call in Arabic, bint أخويا, niece. طب ابن أخويا, nephew, and so on. Okay, what else يا شباب? More, give me more
Father and
words.
father-in-law.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Akram. Father, yes, here. Father, in-law, and mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Okay? Yes. Father-in-law, when you get married, the father of your wife is your father-in-law. And the mother of your wife is your mother-in-law. Yes. What else? Any more relationships, family relationships? What else? What does it mean? Stepfather, stepfather, and stepmother. What does it mean?
Person
Stepfather,
married to your parents, but uh, not your biological father or your biological parents.
right? Stepfather, okay. Stepfather mean if your father died, okay, and your mother gets married, her husband is called your stepfather. And the same, if your mother died and your father gets married to another woman, this woman is called stepmother. Does this make sense? Clear يا شباب?
Yes.
Okay. Type any more words for family relationships? Type. Thank you very much. So let me stop sharing my whiteboard and start sharing this. Here. Useful words. Useful words. Okay. I give you half a minute. Please read the useful words in the box and let me know if you have any problems, any confusing or new words for you.
Brother and sister-in-law is like the sister or brother of my wife.
Exactly. Yes. Brother-in-law, sister-in-law means the brother of your wife and the sister of your wife. Okay. What is the relationship between you and them? They are brother-in-law or sister-in-law. And what is the difference between widow and widower or widower? Widower. What does it mean? Widow and widower.
I think widow is the woman that her husband died.
Exactly, exactly. So widow is a woman whose husband is died. You're correct. Then what about widower? The man whose wife has died. Yes. So you can say widow, she, but widower, he. Yes. Thank you very much, Akram. Okay. Any new words? Any questions? So far, so good.
Thank you.
Okay. So, as you know, the main focus of Unit 1 is family. So I'd like each one of you talk about his family, right? So before we start, let me ask you some generic questions like this. Try to talk together about, do you know your great-grandparents? We have parents. We have, let me stop sharing this and stop my whiteboard again. Here we have parents, okay, grandparents, and the great-grandparents, great-grandparents, okay? Parents, grandparents, and the great-grandparents. What is the difference, ya shabab? Are the three words or the three phrases in the same generation?
No,
No.
there is
Your-
one generation difference.
Exactly. Yes. So they are from different generations, right? So let me say or give you numbers to be clear for you. Imagine your parents, you can say in 40 or 50, for example. Your grandparents, maybe in 60 or 70 years old. But your great-grandfather parents may be over 80, maybe 80 or over 100 years old. So as you see, here, this from different generation, or they represent the different generations. And this is really important, ya shabab, to differentiate between the generations, right? Okay. Here, the next one. Show your diagram here. I'd like you, each one of you, please use your notebook and draw a diagram for your family. Like this one. Here. I'll give you a few minutes. You can say 3 to 5 minutes. Draw your family diagram. Like this. Write the name of your grandfather and your mother. This is your mother, for example. Okay. And you can write your sister and your brother, your siblings. Okay. And let me know some more details about each one. Okay. Does it make sense?
Yeah, and we should talk about each individual.
Talk about what?
Each individual.
You mean each one?
Yes.
Yes, write the name. For example, your grandparents. Okay, your grandparents. Write their names, their age. Okay, how old are they? And you can mention their names, and you can write the name of your family relationship. Okay, for example, like this. Abdul Hamid, مثلا, for example. This is my grandfather. Okay. Nadia, for example. Here, mother, my mother, for example. Ali, this is my older brother. And this is you, Akram, for example. So here, me. Here you can hear Samira. Here, this is my younger sisters, and so on. Okay. So draw your family tree, including their names, okay, and your family relationship. Is it clear? Shabab, any questions?
Yes, clear.
Okay, yes, start, please. Hello, Muhammad, how are you doing? Muhammad, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Hello, Muhammad, how are you doing? Muhammad, could you please, yes, could you please open your camera?
Yes.
Yes. So please, Muhammad, quickly, welcome to the course. Quickly, Muhammad, please introduce yourself to your classmates. Your grade, what's your full name, your grade, and where are you from? And
Okay. My name is Muhammad Hishmat. I'm 16 years old. I'm grade 10. And I'm currently living in Egypt.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay, Muhammad, thank you very much. Yes, do you know what should you do now?
Yeah, the family tree.
Yes, exactly. So please draw your family diagram, right? Write the names.
Okay.
And under each name, write your family relationship. For example, if you write Abdul Rahim, for example, So write Abdul Rahim, this is your grandfather. Then write your parents. Then write your siblings, your father, your sisters, and your brothers. Shabab, you have 3 minutes. Yes, go ahead. Please, Muhammad, keep your camera open.
مستر، هو الكاميرا مش هتيجي عليا عشان انا عاملها تليفون، فانا حاطط
طيب،
التليفون
okay.
جنبي
طيب, okay, I got it.
عشان
No
كده
problem.
مش هتيجي عليا.
Yeah, no problem. But next time, try to be ready, please, and try to use another device to keep your camera open.
اوكي.
Yes, 1 minute remaining. Right? Who is ready?
I am.
Yes, please. Akram, yes, please, go ahead.
First, my grandfather is Mahmoud,
Okay,
and my parents is Amal, my mother, and Waleed, my father.
okay,
I have 2 siblings. My older brother Ahmed and younger sister.
okay. Yes, anything else?
Should I send a photo for the again?
No, no need, no need. Okay, so based on your diagram, yeah, Akram, how many generations are there in your family?
There are 3.
3 generations, right? So
Yes.
can you name the 3 generations?
I don't. Okay, grandfather.
Yes, grandparents. Okay,
And parents.
parents, and the last one,
siblings.
siblings or children. Okay, thank you. Yes, another one, Yeshua. Who is ready? Yes, another one. Muhammad and Khalid. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Can I see?
Yes, sure, please.
Okay. My
Please,
father is
Khalid,
called.
yes, you can open your camera, please, if you can.
Okay, second.
Yes, please.
Okay. My father is called Farouk, and
Okay,
my grandfather is called Ali, and my great grandfather is called
Yes.
عبد السلام. Could you please give me the permission to close the camera because my actual phone is very low battery.
Yes, no problem, Khalid. Yes, switch it off. No problem.
Thank you.
So how many
So,
generations?
as I mentioned,
Yes.
you
How
are
many
actually
generations? Three
Yes,
generations.
Yes.
Right. Do you know your grandparents? Do you know your great grandparents?
Yes, as I mentioned them,
Mhm.
my great grandfather is Abdul Salam, and my great grandmother is called
Okay. What about nieces and nephews, Khalid, or cousins? Huh. Your nephews, your nieces, your cousins.
they are actually too young. So
Okay.
my niece, okay, my niece is called Mariam, and my
Mhm.
nephew is called Ahmed.
Right. Thank you, Khalid. Yes, Muhammad, could you start, please?
Sir, I can.
Sorry, Muhammad, I can't hear you very well.
Okay, my grandfather is called Shakir.
Okay,
My grandfather is called Shakir,
right.
and my grandmother is called Samira,
Okay,
and my father is called Hishmat,
right.
and my mother is called Asma.
Okay,
I have three siblings. My
okay.
big brother is Ahmad,
Mhm.
and my big sister is called Aya,
Okay,
and my younger brother is called Malik.
okay, perfect, Muhammad. So, how many generations are there in your family?
Three.
Three generations. Okay, thank you very
Actually,
much. Yes,
there is four. My great grandmother is
yes.
with my grandma, like four. There's four
Okay,
generations.
so now you have four generations, yeah, Muhammad. Great,
Yeah.
great grandfather, and your grandfather,
No,
your parents,
great
yourself,
grandmother.
great
Great.
grandmother, great
Yes.
grandmother. Perfect. Thank you very much, Muhammad and Khalid and Akram. Good job, ya Shabab. Now I give you another question. This is the last part in this activity. Just I need each one of you to think about this. Describe one of the members of your family. Tell one another about a time you had a good time with them. Talk about a lovely time you spent with one of your family members. This family member may be with your parents, maybe with your siblings, maybe with your grandmother or grandparents, or even with your great grandparents, if you have. I give you 1 minute, one more minute to think about this, and please let me know when you are ready to talk. Yes, go ahead, Yashara. So, as you know, this is the speaking focus practice, so please speak as much as you can. Go ahead, you have 1 minute from now.
Yes, can I speak?
Yes, please, go ahead. Akram, right? Yes, go ahead, Akram.
Okay. Last weekend, I went to the beach with my family, my parents, and two siblings.
Mhm.
We went on a beach on a sunny and hot day.
Right,
The weather was too, it has a lot of humid, which made us all sweaty without even
okay,
playing. So it was a problem. Even though we entered to the went to the beach and we we tried to we tried to swim the in the sea.
right.
It was lovely and it was refreshing, as I mentioned. Why? Because as I mentioned before, it
Mhm.
was really good. We played a lot of games, and especially my dad and I, we played some beach ball in the water, then on the sand. And finally, we built some sand castles with each other and had some pictures. And finally, we made some great memories.
Let me clap for you, Akram. Thank you very much. This is great description. You described everything, your family members, and where did you go, and what did you do together. Yes, well done, perfect. Yes, the next one, Muhammad. Yes, go ahead, please.
Honestly, I have been more closer to my mother than my father because my father has been more busy with my older siblings
Yeah,
and with their studies and these things. So I've spent more time with my mother and my younger brother. We always gone to the park and take pictures and go see some fish and these things.
right.
And I always have more fun with my mother than my father.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Excellent. Muhammad, let me clap for you. Well done. This is very good description. Also, you described who is the your let me say the person you like spending your time with. Yes, very good. And you mentioned why and what you do together. Perfect. Thank you very much. Now the last one, Khalid. Yes, start please.
I actually have a great time with all my siblings, but I do most with my older brother, which is called Ali.
Okay,
The best moments that I have enjoyed with him last night when we have played some matches at the PlayStation, especially at FIFA. And
perfect.
as usual, I have beaten him at most times, but we had a great time and then played some football.
Okay,
And we have ended our day happy and enjoyed our
great. Anything else?
thank you.
Thank you, Khalid. Thank you very much. Let me clap for you. This is good description again. So each one of you described lovely time spent with his favorite family member or close family member. Thank you very much. Now, let's talk about different families. Different families. Okay? So, how many pictures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So,
Yeah.
we have 4 pictures showing different families from different countries, showing also different generations, right? So I need each one of you, let me say this picture A, here picture B, picture C, and picture D. Choose one picture and please here answer the 4 prompts. For each picture, Okay, but each one of you should describe a different picture, not the same picture. Which countries do you think these families are from? And how many generations are there in each picture? Is your family like any of these? And in what way is your family the same or different? Okay, so I give you half a minute. I give you half a minute to choose your picture. Just please let me know which picture should you or would you like to describe. After that, I'll give you 2 minutes to prepare yourself and answer the 4 prompts. Yes.
Doctor, sorry to be more specific. Should I explain one picture or the four?
No, no, no.
Like the first question.
Yes, only one, ya Akram. Only one picture.
Should this family be similar to mine?
Yes. For example, do this family have the same number of your family? Do the same generations of your family? You know?
Yeah.
Are you and this family from the same country, for example? Do you have the same culture? Okay, something like that.
Okay.
So you have, ya shabab, again, half a minute. Let me know which picture should you describe. Choose anyone,
Mister,
A or B or C or D.
I choose B.
B.
I choose B.
Right, so
Yes.
this is Muhammad. So picture B for Muhammad. Start, ya Muhammad. You have 2 minutes from now. Think about the 4 prompts, as I told you. طيب, who else يا شباب? Yes, let me know, please. The remaining, let me know your,
I would choose
your
A.
picture. So A, are you Khalid, right? Khalid. Yes.
Yes.
And Akram, you have only 2 options, ya Akram, C or D.
Okay, you choose D.
D. So D, Akram. Right. So now, ya shabab, all of you have 2 minutes from now. After the 2 minutes, please raise your hand and start describing your picture. Take your time. Go ahead.
What are the questions that we should answer in our speech?
Here, ya Khalid. Here. From number 1, which countries? Khalid, you are picture A. So picture A, the people in picture A, let me know which country are they from? Are they from African country or from Europe or from USA? Try to think.
They're from Africa.
Maybe it's up to you. How many generations are there in each picture? How many generations? In picture A, Khalid, how many generations? Here I mean generations, great grandparents, ولا grandparents, ولا parents, ولا children. Okay? Choose which generation. And is your family like, okay, this family? Compare between your own family and this family in picture A. And in what ways? Your family same or different? For example, picture A includes 2 generations. What about your family? Do your family have the same 2 generations or different? Clear, Khalid?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
I think that this family is most likely to be Arabs, more specifically.
Please, Muhammad, mute yourself, ya Muhammad, please.
Okay.
So Muhammad is number one, yes. But don't start now, ya Muhammad. You are number one, or Akram. Akram number one, right? So Akram number one, yes.
Yes.
Don't start now. Please wait until they finish. Please wait.
Okay. I am family number 18.
Yes. Okay. So you should describe picture D. Yes. One minute, يا شباب. 1 minute remaining. Okay. Half a minute. Muhammad and Khalid, get ready, please. Half a minute. We should start in half a minute. Right? Ready to go? Khalid, Muhammad?
Yes, Mister.
Okay. So Muhammad ready?
Yeah.
So Muhammad, you are number two after Akram. Khalid ready?
Okay.
Khalid
Not
ready?
yet. Not yet.
Yeah, quickly, Khalid, please.
I'm ready.
Perfect. Khalid, you are number 3. Yalla, number 1. Start, please, number 1. Number 1, you should describe picture D, this picture. And in your description, you need to cover the 4 prompts. Which countries are they from? How many generations are there in the picture? Is your family like this picture or this family? And in what ways your family same or different? Go ahead. Yes, Akram, number 1.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. This picture shows about 4 generations. Grandparents, no, like three generations: grandparents,
Okay.
parents, and children.
Okay.
This family consists of 2 parents and the two daughters. One is older than the other.
Right.
Both of ours, my family and this family, are similar in the number of siblings. I have 2 siblings, as I mentioned before, like them.
Right.
Also, I have one grandfather, one grandparent, which is my grandfather Mahmoud.
Right.
The culture of my family and this family is not is a bit different, as I think this family is Asian, but my
Okay.
family is African. So their culture is like eating octopus or something weird like this. This is not in my culture, so I really don't have any knowledge about theirs.
Okay.
But I think there's a good point between us is that they love to hang out with each other, like how my family do,
Perfect.
and the nature, and also the nature around them and the climate is a bit similar to my country and the region around.
Yes. Anything else?
No,
Let me give you a big hand, Akram. Wonderful. This is 9
I
out
couldn't
of
see the picture
yes.
very well, so I wasn't sure about the generations.
Yes. So you deserve 9 out of 10 in this description. Why? Because you described everything in this picture. How many generations are there? How many people are there? Where are they? What are they doing? How do they feel? Or how do they are they happy or not? And the similar or different cultures between your family and this family, right? This is great. Excellent, Akram. Thank you very much. Yes. So now number 2, Muhammad. Muhammad, you are number 2. This is your picture. Yes, go ahead,
Yes,
please.
Honestly, I think this family looks Arabs and more specifically Saudi Arabians,
Right.
and they have about 2 generations, a father and a mother and siblings.
Okay.
I actually think that they are very similar to my family because they have the same agenda and members of my family, number of members in my family. I
Perfect.
also got,
Yeah.
and that's it.
What about their feelings, ya Muhammad? Where are they? Are they in a public place or in their house? Are they
The
happy
most,
or not? You know?
yeah,
What about your
the
culture?
most,
Yes.
I think that they are in an out place, in a
Okay.
park or something, and it's actually look like my family because
Okay.
we in the past year, that
Mhm.
like the last year,
Right.
we enjoy going out in a park and enjoying our time,
Okay.
and they look happy as just like my family.
Yes. Thank you very much, Muhammad. This is great. Thank you very much. Yes, let me clap for you. Excellent. So here your description, Muhammad. You deserve here 7.5 out of 10. Thank you. You described you compare between your family and this family, and you explained how are they different and similar. You have the same family members, and as you mentioned, this family includes only 2 generations, but your family covers maybe 4 generations, right? And what's similar between you and your family, they both of you love going out and feeling happy and having lovely time together outside, especially in the parks. Thank you very much, Muhammad. Now, Khalid. Khalid. Khalid, can you hear me?
Yes, okay. Can I start?
Yes, sure, please. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I observe from the picture that these people are from Africa continent due to their color of skin, which is black, because as we all know, most of the population of Africa countries are they consider generation, including this dad and his son,
Okay.
and I think they are near to, or they are similar to our family because they enjoy playing with each other, especially at the park, as well as we can observe here the grass,
Yeah.
which gives us a meaning that they are at the park.
Okay.
But although we are similar at some points, we are also different at a very important point, which is the religious habitats. Because we
Okay.
can see that this man is wearing a shin, which is completely different to our religious. In
Okay.
our family, we respect the Islam religious, and these things are, of course, haram as they are, or especially for men.
Okay.
So, although we are the same, as I have mentioned,
Yeah.
the same habitat and the same feelings, happy playing
Yeah.
with each other, enjoying time, especially at the park. That
Okay.
was my speaking. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Khalid. Let me clap for you. Thank you, Khalid. You deserve 8 out of 10. Thank you very much. Just a second. Yes, in your description, Khalid, I like your points. Actually, you described everything in the picture. How many generations are there? Where are they? And what are they doing? And also, yes, this is your score, ya Khalid, 8 out of 10. And also, you told us actually this something related to their religious status, their religion, and you compare between your own religion or your family religion and this family. This is a good point, but in my opinion, ya Khalid, try avoid anything related to religion in your description. Okay, you built your description based on their physical appearance, their clothes. The man is wearing a chain or a necklace, as you mentioned. It doesn't mean that he is not, or he is from another religion, not like you. But please, I highly recommend you avoid mentioning anything about religion. Just to focus on their feelings. Are they happy or not? And you can, as you mentioned, you can describe their physical appearance, like they have dark skin. Okay, not black. They have got dark skin, and this is clear. They come from an African country, because as you know, African countries weather is very hot most of the year, right? Thank you very much, ya shabab. MashaAllah alaikum. you delivered wonderful descriptions for 3 different pictures. Thank you very much. Well done. Well done. Now, continue our discussion about family. Okay, but now I give you some more questions. Who can remember, ya shabab, the outline of your speaking test? I explained your speaking test parts in our orientation last week. Do you remember how many parts are there in your speaking test?
2.
2 parts. What about part 1? Part 1, like what?
Discuss a picture that we left you.
Exactly. In part 1, ya Muhammad and Akram, you should describe the given picture, like what you did now. Right? You describe the given picture in 2 or 3 minutes, and you should answer the remaining questions also. But the remaining part, the part 2 in your speaking test, will be given 5 or 7 more generic questions. This is what we'll do now. I'll give you part 2 questions. Okay? And in this part, please, before we start our discussion, please respond to the last 3 questions. What are the advantages of being in a large family? What are the advantages of being an only child? Is it a good idea to have several generations living close together? Why not? Okay? As I told you, Shabab, these 3 questions are highly common questions for speaking part 2. Okay? To cover family theme. So I give you half a minute to think about the 3 questions. Then I'll ask each one of you the same questions. So this is discussion, not individual question. No, we should talk together. Personalize your answer. Let me know as if you were in a real speaking test. And please don't feel shy. MashaAllah alaikum, you are brave enough to talk and personalize your answer. Okay, so speak and give me more details as much as you can. You have only 30 seconds, half a minute, to think about the 3 questions before starting our discussion. Again, as I told you, just to focus on the last 3 questions. What does it mean, advantages? What are the advantages of being in a large family? Who can explain the meaning of this word?
Benefit.
Yes, Khalid. What does it mean? Or Akram, anyone, please? Benefits, the good points. Yes. So you think you are lucky if you come from a large family? Let me know. What are the benefits, as you mentioned? What are the benefits? What are the merits of being in a large family? What does it mean, only child? Based on your descriptions, none of you is an only child. All of you have siblings, brothers and sisters. Yes, who can answer the first question? Yes, Akram, please.
There are several advantages for being in a large family with more than two generations in it.
Okay.
One of them, firstly, you can gain a lot of experience from others, from older, from older grandparents.
Okay.
With that
Yeah.
experience you will get, you can solve any similar situation you are in the future.
Right.
Also, you will be more conscious about things around you.
Okay.
Additionally, there is a saying that says, whenever it is large number of people, it is more fun. Which means if you play, for example, any game like cards, it will be a lot way more fun and a lot of memories will be
Ah.
there. Also, there is another advantage for being in a great family, large family, is that when you are, for example, you are in a financially difficult situation, for example, as your family, there is no boundaries for any help. You can get help from more than one person, which means you will have a stronger bond, a greater relationship, and of course, whenever you are in a problem, you will know you have a good or great strong back. The next question is
Just wait, please, Akram. Just wait, please. I'd really thank you. Thank you very much for this is great answer. You explained a lot of or several advantages or several good points or several merits for being in a large family. This is great. What do you think, Ya Khalid? Do you agree with Akram? You feel you are
I
lucky
do.
when you come from a large family? What do you think?
I do feel lucky to live in a large family due to many benefits. The
Okay.
most important of them, as Akram have mentioned, any financial problems,
Yeah.
you have a lot of your family can support you in your difficult times.
Perfect. Yeah.
And I wanna add a point that Akram have not mentioned,
Yeah.
which is that they can go out more often, as more people as you are living in a large group of family,
Yeah.
you're gonna go out more often, as the more of the family enjoy the same
Okay.
activities.
Yeah.
So they would go outside more often at different places and have more fun, better than smaller family 100%.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Anything else?
Now, on the points as Akram has mentioned.
Thank you, Khalid. This is great. Thank you very much. Muhammad, do you agree with your classmates Akram and Khalid?
Yes, I actually agree, and
Yes.
I agree with, especially with the point that Khalid said about having more fun when you have a lot of members in your family.
Perfect.
Especially, I have a lot of family siblings, same as my age, and we
Yeah.
go out a lot, and we have more time.
Perfect. Yes.
And
So, yes. Anything else, Muhammad?
no.
Okay.
Okay.
What about the second question? What are the advantages of being an only child? So all of you explained why you are lucky if you come from a large family. Imagine you are an only child. You may have an only child friend. What do you think? How does he feel? Do you think he is happy like you? Do you think he has a good personality like you? Do you think is he enjoying his family like you, his time like you? Do you think he is a successful person like you in his study, for example? What do you think, Ya Muhammad? What are the advantages of being an only child? Yes, go ahead, please.
there's actually not a lot of advantages of being only child. However,
Okay.
there's a big advantage that I emphasize is
Okay.
that being only child is you're the only one who's having attention from your parents,
Perfect. Yeah.
and
Good.
all of the gifts that your parents get, they give it to you,
Right.
and you will actually be the center of the attention.
Okay.
And
Of course. Yeah.
actually, I think that having a lot of members in your family doesn't change your personality.
Okay.
I have some friends who's on the child, and they have great personalities,
Mhm. Okay.
and they are actually great.
Yeah. This is great answer, yeah, Muhammad. Wonderful. Great. Would you like to add something to this point?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much, yeah, Muhammad. What do you think, yeah, Khalid? Do you agree with Muhammad? Being an only child is another good point in person's life? Yes, go ahead, please.
Being alone, a lonely child have a lot of advantages, including
Mhm.
first, although maybe your personality will decrease as you don't have a lot of people you can communicate with them.
Okay.
However, you will have more tests, you will have more pressure on you,
Uh-huh.
which will increase your experience, which will build a man, because a man is built
Perfect.
by the different experiences in life. And this is very
Perfect.
important for any, especially if he is a male. This is would be more better for him.
Perfect.
Second point I want to add also
Yeah.
that there is no other sibling which could like annoy him when he's playing, for example, PlayStation.
Okay.
No, there's no one that can annoy him and he can enjoy his activity fully. This, of course,
Okay.
if it is only needs the one.
Yeah.
And I would add also that his family would be more careful of him as they will only care of him only and would not be distracted from other siblings and would help him as he wants.
Okay. This is
Thank you.
great point, yeah, Khalid. Thank you very much. Excellent. Akram, what about you? Do you agree with your classmates, Khalid and Muhammad? Being an only child is an advantage in person's life? What do you think?
For me personally, yes, I would love to be an only child, but I
Mhm.
will go against them
Okay.
because the thing of caring is sharing.
Mhm.
Like you have more siblings, so obviously you will share a lot of things, like your video games, your clothes,
Right.
your time, for sure.
Okay.
So you will learn how to care about other people, which is essential in your life. Like when you marry, for example, when you
Okay.
have your children.
Right.
Also, having siblings will put you, like if you have an older sibling, you will know greater information than your own age. You will
Okay.
be just in front of other people. Why is that? Because you will learn from their experience, the situations they have been on, what they did is good or wrong, so you can have the best outcome possible if you go into the same situation. Like in the studies, like for example, for me, my IG, I had my sister or my brother was in IG before me, so I choose it depending on his opinion on it, as we have
Of
the
course.
similar mentality.
Yeah,
Also,
this is great. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
and finally, having siblings is really great uh, because you can share with them your, like for example, video games. Video games you can play multiplayer, and also you want to depend much on friends, as friends is like time, they fly. They are not with you all the time, but studying. So I can guarantee on them more.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much, Akram. Excellent. Do you think, Akram, is it a good idea to have several generations living close together? Why not? This is the last question in our discussion. What do you think? Is it a good idea? Say yes or no, and why, please.
And yes, it is
Several
really a great
generations.
idea. Yes.
Several generations. Yes, close together. Maybe in the
It is
same house or in the same neighborhood. Yes, what do you think?
I think it is a great way. It is a good idea, yes, of course. As also nowadays there are a lot of old, I don't know its name, بس دار المسنين, and also the orphans stations. They are
Okay.
combined with each other nowadays. So they
Okay.
live with each other. So the old people can, for example, tell the small kids about their stories, their adventures. Also, the kids will feel they are not orphan; they have parents around them.
Of course, yeah.
And also they can learn a lot of information from them. And also more than one generation in the same place.
Yeah.
I think it could be beneficial for all of them.
Of course,
Why
yeah.
is that? It is because I already mentioned it the third question or the first question.
Yeah.
I really don't have any ideas right.
Okay, thank you very much, Akram. Muhammad, do you agree with Akram? Having several generations living together is a good idea. Do you agree with Akram?
Yes, I agree with Akram. Having several generation in your family increase your experience,
Of course, yeah.
and they pass their experience and ideas to you, and they teach you new lessons in life
Of course.
that you will greatly benefit from.
Yes, good point. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Anything else?
I actually don't have any
Yeah, this is
other
great.
point.
Yes, great points, ya Muhammad. So, what do you think, ya Khalid? Do you agree with Muhammad and Akram? Having several generations living together is a good idea? Do you agree with your classmates?
I do actually because it benefits different generation of the family, including as my age, the children, and also their parents, their grandparents. Because if it benefits first it benefits the children like us.
Yes.
You can go play with your cousins, especially the summer vacation. They like to play with them,
Yeah.
playing video games or football anyway, anything they would like. Second, it would also benefit their parents as if they need to travel for a very important issue or they are busy at their work. If they could send them maybe to their cousins or maybe to their current parents. And thirdly, they also benefit the grandparents because they could ask their children or their grandchildren to help
Yeah.
them with some stuff as they are old, so they could not depend on themselves for a lot of activities, so they would need the support and help of other people.
This is a great idea. Let me give you a big clap for all of you. Thank you very much, ya shabab. MashaAllah alaikum. Really, I feel happy and I feel proud of you and very happy teaching great and excellent students like you. This is great. And thank you very much for your detailed and comprehensive answers covering each single question. Each of you personalized his own answer, showing his on points of view, his experience, and actually this is great. And all your answers are based on our own experience, what we usually face in our daily life. So having different generations living together, it's a good idea to support each other for older generation, guide the young generations. In this way, they produce strong family relationships, strong and successful citizens for the community. This is great. Thank you very much. Okay, so again, ya shabab, so we are about to finish our first session today. And as you see, it's based on our speaking outline, covering part 1 and part 2 speaking questions. And you did actually a great job today. Thank you very much. So, inshallah Rabbil Alameen, in our next session should be again reading focus, okay, showing. But I'd like to assign just a small assignment today. I'll ask you, please write about family. Each one of you write about family, covering these questions, these prompts. So what you have mentioned in your talk today, please write them in a short description. Why this assignment? I'd like you to define what you need to improve on your writing. I need to define your writing level, okay? Based on your writing and based on the mistakes you might have, I'll focus on our writing focus lesson, okay? So in our first unit, I'd like to diagnose your actual in language level as what you did today. So after our discussion today, I know each one of you, what does he need to improve his spoken? And in our speaking focus lesson, inshallah, next in our future sessions, I'll give you the guiding points, how to improve these points, right? I'd like to do the same with writing. So to save our time, please, your assignment today is, your homework for this lesson is, please write about your family, covering the same questions. In your answer, please try to respond to these questions, especially the last 3 questions. What are the advantages of being in a large family? Start your writing, just give me some briefing about your family, and then let me know you come from a small family or a large family. Are you an only child or not? Then describe the advantages or disadvantages, in your opinion, of being or having several generations living close together. Right? Okay, is it clear, ya shabab?
Mr. هي article ولا paragraph? Long paragraph.
This is good question, ya Muhammad. This is good question. Actually, I'd like to write an article from 100 to 150 words. Why? I'd like to know, as I mentioned, I'd like to know what you need, what are your points that you need to improve in writing. Okay, you already have the ideas, and I think you have the keywords that you can use in your writing. So I think you can finish it quickly, and you should spend around 20 to 30 minutes only. So please try to answer your writing in 20 to 30 minutes maximum. Don't spend long time writing it, no. As if you were in a real test. I'd like to check what you need to improve. Do you have punctuation mistakes? Do you have structural mistakes? Do you have a problem with the spelling, for example? Do you have a problem with connecting your ideas together? Can you develop your ideas or not? What structures should you use? Did you write simple sentences only, or you're writing based on different sentences, like simple sentences combined and complex sentences? So all these answers I find, or all these questions, I'll find the answer in your writing. Okay, Shabab? So please, each one of you, submit your piece of writing before we meet on Monday, bi'Iznillah. So your due date tomorrow evening, tomorrow Sunday evening will be the due date to submit your assignment. Okay, Shabab? So please write your writing in a notebook, and this is what you need to have: a special notebook for writing practice, and another small notebook for vocabulary bank. This is really important. You need to create your special vocabulary bank. Vocabulary bank should be always with you during the lesson. When you listen to or hear a new word, you should write it. Write its meaning and write another word or synonyms, right? As you will see in our vocabulary focused lessons, right? So don't take photo for your paragraph. No, scan and submit your writing as a PDF file. Why? Because a PDF file, I can mark it and give you detailed feedback. But if it is a photo, it's difficult to mark it using my smart pen. So please scan your writing. Send it as a PDF file, not photo. Is it clear for you? Ya Shabab? Is it clear what you should do to answer your first assignment? Okay. Any questions? So can you see the course book? I sent it to our WhatsApp group. You can print the book. Please print it as a textbook. I think it's a good idea for you. You can use it. You can print a chapter unit by unit. It's up to you. You can print it as a whole book, or you can print it unit by unit. So you can print unit 1 pages, unit 2 pages. It's up to you. Right? But please try to print it before we meet, inshallah, on Monday. And the remaining materials, I'll share the links with you. The audio files link, you can access the audio files and listen to our listening focus tasks. Okay? So now let me ask you, what did you learn today? What did you practice today, ya Shabab? Before we leave the meeting, what did you learn today? I need a volunteer to recap. What did you learn today? Yes, who is talking? Akram? Who is talking? Khalid?
Yes.
Yes, please. What did you learn today?
Rewards for
What is the main focus of our session today, ya Khalid?
It was a speaking focus, creating
Right.
the description, especially for photos, including people in it.
Right.
I think this is the main focus for today.
Yes, you are right. The main focus of our session was speaking parts. Part 1, describing the picture, and part 2, questions, as you did answering the last 3 questions in our talk. Okay? Any questions? Any questions, Akram,
Thank you.
Muhammad?
No, thanks.
Muhammad, any
No,
questions? Okay,
Thank
all
you.
the best, ya Shabab. Please follow the link. Follow the link to access our lesson every day, inshallah. And please join the meeting on time. Our meeting starts at 8 o'clock sharply. Not late, not before, please. Okay, and be ready to open your camera throughout the lesson. And again, your practice notebook should be with you and your vocabulary book. Thank you again. All the best. Take care. Stay safe. في أمان الله.
سلام.
في أمان الله يا شباب. Thank you.